Alright, what's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be showing you how you can customize your coming soon page on Shopify. So this is going to be the page that shows up while you're still building your store. So as long as your store is password protected, whenever somebody goes to your store URL, they're going to see a page that looks something like this right here. And while this is okay, we can definitely improve it and have a more professional branded coming soon page, and we can have it look something more like these. So here's a couple examples right here. We can see that it's nothing too crazy, it's just a pretty simple landing page, but it has a little bit more information and branding regarding the products that you're going to actually be selling on your store. So I'm going to be showing you in this video how we can customize this to make this look a little bit better. But before we get into the video, if you're looking to have the content on your store translated into other languages, check out Nitro by clicking the first link in the description. Having your store content be readable in multiple different languages is crucial if you are selling your products to an international audience. Having the option to browse your store in a foreign customer's native language is a great way to improve the shopping experience and boost your conversions in that locale. Nitro is a professional translation service that will have your content translated by actual native human speakers, not AI, making for the most accurate translations available on the market. Having your content translated with Nitro is super simple. All you have to do is provide your source text and language, choose the languages you want to have it translated to, and send in the order for translation. Turnaround time is normally between 2 to 24 hours, and after you receive these translations, you can add them into your Shopify store. Nitro is an easy-to-use, high-quality translation solution, and you can get $25 in free credits by using the link in the description or by scanning the QR code on the screen now. So be sure to check out Nitro to get high-quality translations for your Shopify store. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into actually editing it here. So what you're going to have to do is go to your online store themes, and open up the customizer right here, which I already have open. I'm going to switch this back to desktop view. And what you're going to want to do is open up the sections up here, scroll down and go down here to others, and then click on the password page right here. And this is going to be the password page that we're going to be editing. So the first thing we want to do is just put in our basic logo and color scheme in our theme settings, and this is something we'd be doing when we're building out the store anyway, so this is definitely something you'd have to do regardless. So once we're on this page, we're going to come down here to theme settings, and I'm going to click on logo, and we're going to go ahead and add our logo in, and I'm going to click on select image, and I already have some example logos on this store here, but if you don't, you'll have to just go ahead and upload one in. And then we can change our desktop logo width here, so I'm going to put it at about 250 here. And then what we can do is we can open up colors, and we can go ahead and make our colors match our particular branding. So in this case, the branding I'm using is going to be based off of this store right here, so it's going to be that black and blue. So I'm going to make accent 1 that blue color, and then I'm going to make accent 2 black. And then we can have our secondary colors right here. So we have text and our backgrounds. So for example, I could change this background to black if I wanted to, and we could see that it changes everything to black. And then I could change the text to white. And then maybe I'll make accent 2 white in this particular case, since we have the background as black, and we can see that this color scheme right here is already fitting the branding of our store a lot more. And I'll set background 2 as white in case we want to use that later on. And one thing we also need to do as well, since we made the background black, is we need to make the outline for text links show up as white. So you can see that's showing up right here. So now we can come back to sections and actually edit this page. So we have the password header here that we can edit the color scheme of right here. Right now it's just using background 1. We have background 2, accent 1, etc. In this case, we're going to just use background 1. And then we have the theme settings for this section here, which is the logo that we just edited earlier. So we don't really need to do much with this section right here. And then if we come down here to the password footer, we can edit the color scheme if we wanted, but we'll keep it the same. We can open up the theme settings, and we can see that the theme settings for this section is pretty much just going to be adding in social links. So this is where you can add in links to your social media profiles if you have them. So I'll just add in a couple right here. We'll just use Shopify's as an example just to show you that this will now be populating the footer. So we can see that this is already looking a lot better. And then at this point, I'm going to save these changes, and now we can actually edit this section right here. So if we click on the email sign up banner, by default, we can see that it has this background right here. Now we could upload a custom background image if you want. So if you have a background image, kind of like the ones that we saw in these examples here, if you have a background image like that, we can put that in there. And one thing you can also do is, just like when you're editing your store itself, is you can really add in any sections to this page. So this is literally going to be like editing any other page. So you could make this like a really huge page if you wanted to, but more often than not, you're going to keep it simple. I would say that a good template for when you're creating this page is going to be setting up the basics that we set up so far. And then beyond that, if you set up a background photo or product photo, and then add in a strong headline that's kind of hyping up your brand and a reason to sign up for emails, then you'll have a pretty good looking sign up page. So in this case, I'll go ahead and select an image here for the background. I'm not sure how good this one will look here because it's cut off. So let's say I'd have to change the desktop content to maybe bottom right. And I'll make the banner large. You can see that looks a little bit better. Maybe we'll just do bottom center. And you can edit this to your personal preference depending on your image. And we can change our color scheme. Right now it's background 1. I could change it to accent 1 instead. So if we wanted to add a little bit more blue in here. So in this case, I'll actually do that. And then now we'll come over here and actually edit this content. So instead of just saying opening soon, you want to actually give visitors a reason to be excited and to sign up for the emails. So in this case, we could say something like this. So instead of just coming soon, we can put in a little bit of a tagline here. And then down here in the second text box, instead of saying be the first and then when we launch, we could give them an incentive. So we could be like, sign up to find out when we go live and get 50% off all products for the first 24 hours after opening. So you can see this is going to be a lot more of an incentive to actually sign up for our list here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make this heading a little bit smaller as well, just so it shrinks this a little bit more and doesn't block out the face in the image as much. And then we have the email form showing up down here. So now if I were to click on save right here, and if I were to expand this to full screen just to see what it looks like here, and we get rid of this, we can see that this looks a lot better than the existing coming soon page that we just had. And we did this in just about 10 or so minutes. And if you want to continue making it more complex, you can always add in more sections, just like you're editing any other type of page within Shopify here. So this is definitely something I would recommend doing if you're building out your store and you're not sure when it's going to go live. Just customize your coming soon page, because then you can send potential customers to this page. So whenever they visit your URL, they actually have a reason to sign up for emails, and you're already building up an email list before your store actually goes live. So that said, if you found this video helpful, be sure to leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel for more videos, and I'll see you guys in another one.